common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
What is going on, guys? What is going on? Welcome back to another live show of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
And I am back from vacation. It was a good thing to get away. It felt nice. You know, I was on Twitter here and there. If you guys follow me over there, I made a few trades on the girlfriend's laptop, but had to do those. But other than that, I just focused on Universal Studios, Clearwater Beach, Tampa, Orlando, etc. Shout out to Chris K9 for offering up some hospitality if I made my way up towards more northern Florida. I didn't make it up that way, but I appreciate that, and I'm glad to be back. It seems like a lot of people are glad we are back as well. A lot of familiar names, a lot of new names. Chatting it up in the chat box, that is what we like to see. Now, we did miss some things, obviously, this past week. We're not going to go back and rehash those. I tweeted some of those out. Todd did some shows as well.
Not much, because I was itching. And air wasn't working correctly here. They finally got it fixed. Whatever's on the top of the 8th floor here isn't working right, so they got that fixed today somewhat.
Yeah, we almost didn't even get to go live if that AC wasn't kicking on, but we're here. It's a little warm in here, but it's manageable. We got some green in the market. We're going to talk about what Coinbase custody, what that means, why people are buying it up right now because of that. You know, this is one thing we've been talking about for a while. We'll hammer more in details on that. Also, guys, if you are new to the channel or have been here before, make sure to smash that like, share, and subscribe button. And like we said, we do now have like an unofficial sponsorship from ZEN Cash. So we will be giving away ZEN 10 live shows per month. So make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below with your ZEN Cash, ZEN wallet address below for your chance to win. We will pick the winner the following live show. So tomorrow during the live stream, we will pick the winner from tonight's live show. So make sure to continue to participate, and that'll be over 50% of our live shows every single month. We will be giving away one ZEN Cash to one lucky winner. Current value is about $20, on its way to $200, of course. And we're happy to have another way to give back to you guys, and appreciate you guys tuning in each and every day. So I guess we'll hop right into this. Let's see who's in here first. Shout out to G Money, Chris K9, Minecoins.net, Johnny M Cool, Lloyd, Al Carpio. I know you just bought the course. Congratulations to you. Make sure to get that course done, because when this bull market comes, you're going to want to know all your Wyckoff trading methods to capitalize on those gains. And if you want to know what we do outside of YouTube, make sure to take a look in the description below and head over to learncrypto.io. Here we go. You got anything, Todd, before I jump into the coin market cap?
Nope, go ahead. I'm just trying to get organized. Got a few things I want to talk about. So
sweet.
We're good.
So what have we been missing here? The market cap is up to $270 million. Now, that's not astonishing if you've been here since December when we were up around $830 million. But hey, it is a step in the right direction. Bitcoin dominance is almost 42%, so that is creeping higher, which is interesting. You know, historically, the bull markets are led by Bitcoin in the large caps and then followed up by a secondary bull market of the altcoins. Will this historical trend continue? We've been kind of saying that we kind of think it is going to be that way. The next bull run will be escalated by retail investors, but with the access for institutional investors who are only going to be able to buy the top 5 coins, the top 4 coins, what Coinbase offers, etc. A lot of money has an opportunity to flow into those projects first. Obviously, with Coinbase becoming a custodian, they offer 4 currencies right now, and adding ETC, that opens up the space for JP Morgan, Fidelity, all these to put large amounts of money into the crypto space, but only has access to those 5 cryptos at this time. Keep that in mind, guys. I know we like a lot of these micro cap, small cap, mid cap coins, but you need to have a solid holding in these large cap coins as institutional investors coming to play. Now, we do have Bitcoin up 3%, up to 6,597. Todd's going to look at the charts here in a second. We really need to see Bitcoin get above 6,850 and close on the daily basis above that to really indicate a bull run and make this market a little more stable around these levels. If it cannot achieve that, we're going to have to reevaluate, but we could have some more lows. Ethereum was up 5% at $475. XRP trying to get to 50 cents, etc. Here we go. Nothing too crazy, but right here, NEO up 15.22%. This is one that is a blue chip crypto that we have felt has been very oversold recently. I mean, it came down from $190 all the way down to like 28 bucks or something. It was up 20% at one point today. We also have CyberMills, Bytecoin, and KuCoin shares leading the charge today, so congratulations to all of the holders of that. KuCoin shares is an exchange coin. In my recent video, I talked about how exchange tokens have a revenue driving scheme, have a finite token valuation, and there you go. KuCoin is added again, so you should watch that. It's KuCoin, Binance, Huobi, Buybox is coming on the scene, maybe co-vesting. These are ones that you need to look at because there's guaranteed rewards based on the token economics that they have in play. And then our old friend right here, 0x, is perking up once again, up 17%. We'll toss it over to Todd. We'll take a look at some technical analysis because I know that's what you guys want. You want those price projections. Are these bull? Is this green going to hold? That is the question we all need to answer right here. Todd, do you have that answer for us?
No, I'm trying. I will agree with Lloyd Christmas saying that Coinbase could maybe expand to quite a few coins here and change kind of the landscape for institutions because with their custody news and all that, I think they really need to come out and drop quite a few coins at once to get away from the front running and news getting out. So I wouldn't doubt they come out and do it really quickly. And I would say the way ZRX acted today, the last 2 days, as Minecoins is saying, I mean, ZRX is doing its thing. So that one could be one of them possibly.
Shout out to Travis for subscribing. Appreciate it.
And Ty Kelly, I do not use volume profile. That kind of started back in like the early 80s at the Chicago Board of Trade. I forget the gentleman's name, but I never have. I'm aware of it and never have used it though, really. I mean, I do click on it once in a while, but no, I do not use it.
And then what else we got over here? RF Dusty says, is KuCoin worth it just for the dividends? So the way that the dividend is structured for KuCoin is you earn a percentage of the trading fees on the exchange. We all know that the KuCoin volume has dried up. So when you are investing in KuCoin shares, number one, you're speculating on the price of exchange tokens in general and just that individual price. But really, you're banking on KuCoin is going to rework the reward system or get some more traders over there, increase their volume, and therefore you get a bigger reward. Right now, the reward from KuCoin shares is pretty minimal. Now, with this little perk up in price, that's a good sign, but really, they need to either rework the reward system or their referral system to get some new, fresh money over there in order for that to be profitable. There is rumors that they're in the process of doing that in reaction to what Binance has been doing as far as giving out more rewards, more referrals, etc. So we'll see what happens. Right now, you're taking it a gamble that is going to happen.
As Taj, you're saying now if we see 7,000, you're going to turn bullish as well? Because I know you've been pretty bearish. So
if Taj goes bullish, it is time to buy.
We've got the Bitcoin in front of us. You know, I did a couple updates at noon, yesterday and today. I mean, I think we've done a 1-2 off the bottom here and still trying to put together some more rally attempts. I mean, volume has came in a little bit better here off the lows than it has recently. We need to keep working on that, but I don't think you're going to have big volume off the lows because I think everybody is just so worn out. So I know a lot of people are giving up. I know, as everybody knows, the trolls are out heavy. I think everybody's been wrecked is giving up. So I think we'll just start a slow rally here and then volume will come in really as we get things going. So, and I think, I mentioned it, we got to get above the 68.40. We need to blast through here with some volume. So we need to do that really in the next 24 hours. So hopefully coming live tomorrow at noon or or Nick and I back here tomorrow night at 6:30. Hopefully we can talk about that 6840 giving away, because I think we really need to do that. So here's Bitcoin Cash, same type of chart. I do want to say, as we've all been here longer term, we think there's a lot more strength coming and a lot bigger highs. I will say an Elliott Wave team that I trust more than anybody has gave out some counts on like Bitcoin Cash and ADA, and they're looking for hugely higher prices. I mean, if they're right on this, like Bitcoin Cash has done a 1-2. It's not even a 3-4, which would mean new highs. It's a 1-2, which means the biggest part of the rally is coming. And they're saying the same thing they're going to be saying on a lot of coins, but like ADA, this is Bittrex. So if the chart was filled in, it would obviously start back down here at near zero. And then it would show the log chart. But what they're really saying is the rally to 140 is the wave one. And we possibly just put in the ABC2, which means now, the upside targets as we go would have to be like $5 or something. So,
$5.
A stupid number. So I don't want those numbers out there like that to get everybody, throwing their life savings in to make God, those numbers are just huge higher. So, but like I said, those guys traded Bitcoin years ago, and they still think there's a bull market coming in all those. So that's why, I think you still try to be careful here and try to hodl, because these things could come alive. With Coinbase custody, I think that's a big deal. With ETFs have got to come because the futures have had no issues. I don't think, we've got a news item here. Where was that news item? Today it came out, I guess it was June 30th. The Bitcoin futures was too small to cause a bear market. I somewhat agree with that. But also the futures have had no issues. There's no reason regulators are having any problems. And that's kind of the first step to get these ETFs okayed. So I think ETFs are coming, and there won't be buying in front of those ETFs. When they have money coming in, that's when they put it to work. So it's not going to lead to any rally right now. It'll lead once money's earmarked to those ETFs. But I think that's coming. I think that's going to be a big deal. So, the upside could be really big on these things. So let's just go over a few more quick coins right now. There's Dash, not much. Classic doing much better at 1665. I think, I think that's still one that definitely leads us higher, and the Coinbase being added has got to be the strength coming from there. And there's still Ethereum. I think that one still goes a lot higher. Litecoin finally coming off the lows a little bit, down to 72. And Nick just mentioned Neo. So I think all these are just trying to stabilize here and make a base. So then let's look at ZRX up to 96 cents, because that one did a 58 to over $1. So I think that one's interesting still. Own that one and still own it, and we'll keep it. But I think that's got a lot of upside possibly.
Wonderful Block says, Todd, Cardano bigger potential than XRP.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of XRP, so I don't think it hurts to hold it. I don't have very big positions in it. I don't have very big positions really in Cardano, so I really think I'd be overweighted more Cardano, but I would have a little XRP as well.
Yeah, my opinion on XRP, I'd much rather hold XLM for that sector. But I think just with the current market capitalization and the XRP is further in development, but if ADA is already sitting here around $4 billion and they have a lot of things on the horizon, a lot of partnerships with ETC, ZEN, and some of these other ones with IOHK, etc., I think that ADA has a high probability of outperforming XRP unless Ripple does some kind of overhaul where every single one of their products uses the XRP token, which I don't really see them doing.
I'd agree with Taj's comments there. And Tether got up to, was it 3.8 billion or something, or 3.4 billion? I mean, that money in Tether is going to come to a lot of Bitcoin, a lot of these alts. So that's just a bullish indicator that that much money is laying in Tether, which means everybody is scared and everybody's trying to catch their breath and keep it together. But they might have to chase these things if these things keep working higher here. So I still think a rally could catch you sleeping.
And Al Carpio says, don't sleep on ETC. Coinbase listing plus Coinbase custody and institutional money will make it jump to $100 by the end of the year, in my opinions. We've been talking about ETC go in the, what did I have it in, the review section, our crypto tips and tricks. I did a Coinbase video saying that ETC would be listed on Coinbase 4 months ago. I've been mining it and accumulating it. We've been very bullish on ETC all the way back to the Callista airdrop they had as well. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, when ETC gets listed on Coinbase with Coinbase custody, institutional money, I said this last week, that ETC will be $100, no problem. As long as Bitcoin firms up and we get a little bit of bullish sentiment in this crypto market, that market capitalization for ETC is a no-brainer. For me, it's a no-brainer to invest in some ETC. I'm not saying go 100%. You need to stay diversified in your portfolio. I think that's an easy, low risk to potential pretty decent reward investment opportunity there. My opinion. That's just what I'm doing with my money.
And I think on the ADA, I think, we probably had accumulation down here at the 12 cents. So we just came down and tested that pretty quick. So, there's a lot of work to do, but I think that's a coin. I'd rather be buying it here than trying to chase it at 40 cents or 50 or 60 when the whole world's trying to get on it.
You got any other charts you want to look at real quick before I hit a couple news
No,
articles?
go ahead and do your thing. I'm going to come back with a couple other ideas here.
Sweet. And RF Dusty says, I keep hearing people talk about Digibyte going to $1 soon. Thoughts? So, if you guys have not seen my most recent interview, it was with Josiah Spackman talking about the possibility of proof of stake being added to Digibyte. Now, that is not a guarantee. Jared Tate himself, the founder of Digibyte, has bounced the idea around as well. They're trying to figure out the logistics, the math behind it, etc. If proof of stake is added to Digibyte, whoa. Right now, everybody is really looking at passive income coins, staking coins, masternode coins, etc. Digibyte doesn't have funds to advertise with marketing dollars. So the way that it can see its next jump would be maybe adding proof of stake, and that would kind of serve as its marketing, as more investors like myself would buy more Digibyte to stake it, as then I could earn more Digibyte. And also people who only invest in passive income cryptos would then take a look at Digibyte and probably add it to their portfolio as well. Now, I don't know about $1. We would need a massive bull run for that market cap to weigh out. But I do think for the tech that Digibyte has, it is very undervalued. We've talked about some of the reasons why it is undervalued, so I don't want to hammer on it over and over. But the main reason is it just doesn't have the marketing. It doesn't have all the use cases potentially yet. Now, its tech is there. It's faster than Litecoin, Vertcoin, Bitcoin. It's cheaper. It has more transaction throughput, so its scaling is already there. But it doesn't have the Coinbase effect. Could it get listed to Coinbase? Possibly. I don't know if Coinbase wants to add another UTXO since they already have Bitcoin and Litecoin, but that is a possibility. And we'll just continue to see what they can do to really get the Digibyte brand and the name out there. I think Digibyte, DigiID is a good starting point as well, which they have been working on, and they're talking to websites to get that implemented as well. And I definitely think it's not one that I'd be afraid to hold. So we'll answer some more of your questions. I want to get through a couple of these news articles, let Todd do some charts, and then we'll answer some more questions, give us our opinion on those questions as well. Just wanted to let you guys know that the Linda multi-coin masternode and staking wallet is now live. You can get it through the Google Play Store. It is $199 on the Google Play Store if you want it on your Android phone. The web wallet, or the desktop version, is completely free. I just went ahead and showed some screenshots of it, so if you want to take a look at those more in depth, to kind of show you the general user interface, etc. Setting up the wallet, the username, the VPS, and the node and everything was like 20 minutes of work, guys. Super easy. I was very impressed. No glitches, no lag, no nothing. So I'm pretty excited for that. I do have, I'm not going to tell you, I have a masternode. We'll just leave it at that for Linda on there. So I've been telling you guys for a while, ever since I did the interview, that I would be accumulating enough at least for one masternode. So far, that has been a very good investment. Also, Gallagher from the community has crunched the numbers via Excel, projecting out the staking rewards he has received so far across the whole year, and it is adding up to the 96% stake that they do promise. So far, the staking is working as planned, and you're getting the proper payouts. Now on to Coinbase custody. Last week, Coinbase custody accepted its first deposit. Today, we are proud to announce that we are officially open for business. Over the coming weeks, we'll continue onboarding a set of world-class clients that includes leading crypto hedge funds. That could be big. That's in my line of work. With my day job, we deal with a lot of hedge funds, so I'm excited to see if any of these hedge funds come to manager meetings proposing investments in cryptocurrencies. You know, I can't officially let you guys know that, but we have our ways. Exchanges and ICO teams. Coinbase Custody's mission is to make digital currency investment accessible to every eligible financial institution and hedge fund in the world. We'll achieve this by striving to become the most trusted and easiest to use crypto custody service available. Coinbase Custody is a combination of Coinbase's battle-tested cold storage for crypto assets, an institutional-grade broker-dealer, and its reporting services, and a comprehensive client coverage program. Now, with all these new things, index and custody that Coinbase has been releasing, if you guys are looking for a job in cryptocurrencies, there was a ton of job listings over there. I was kind of browsing through those just to see what they're offering. So keep that in mind as well. So what is coming next for Coinbase? Coinbase Custody provides secure storage of crypto assets for institutions in both the US and Europe. I was excited to see that Europe is on the list. Before the end of the year, we hope to bring this offering to Asia as well. That could be huge. Additionally, over the coming months, pending regulatory notifications, we'll be focused on building the features and services to our institutional clients, or that our institutional clients want. As of now, they're currently going to support BTC, ETH, LTC, and BCH. They will be adding, we plan to continue adding support for new assets and will offer regular updates. Ethereum Classic will be a part of this custody, but the little hint here, it says new assets. So everybody that was saying, and Todd, who's saying that he thinks there could be maybe an influx of cryptocurrencies added to Coinbase, that way they can avoid front running, etc. They kind of hint at it here by including new assets there. Also, flexible access to funds. On top of the Coinbase Custody's cold storage, we will add secure, segregated hot wallets and scheduled withdrawals for maximum flexibility. This will allow some of these institutional investors to be more active with their cryptocurrency investments, which is what hedge funds are looking for as they get paid large fees to be active with their clients' investments. As crypto continues in maturation as an asset class and more institutions enter the space, Coinbase is committed to delivering products and services that are tailored to their unique needs. Coinbase Custody delivers the trusted storage service that our clients need to fully immerse themselves in the potential that crypto assets provide. We look forward to delivering more offerings over the coming months. So that's pretty exciting. You know, we've been talking about institutional money needs a custodian to get into cryptos, and finally it looks like we have Coinbase as a custodian. What this also does is it provides a framework for other traditional outlets, maybe a JP Morgan, maybe a Fidelity or a NASDAQ, to kind of look at that framework, make modifications, and open up their own custodian as well. We'll see if that happens here in the coming months. What do you got going on, Todd? What's going on in the chat box?
I'm just looking at a few things here.
Cool. Well, it looks like some people want you to look at Power Ledger and some other charts as well.
Yeah, let me go over one thing I sent out to PCG clients. I'm going to go ahead and share that tonight too. I sent this out yesterday. It's on our blog. Carrie keeps this pretty well going every day. So here interesting buy arrows marked. So I'm going to explain this because some people, I'm not sure they totally understood it. I didn't go into a lot of details. But people that trade the US dollar, so US dollar traders, when everyone is, let's say, 95% bullish on the dollar, that means the dollar is probably going to turn down. So currently, US dollar bulls is at a big number, like above 94%. The last 3 times that's happened, the dollar's turned lower. And usually when you have a weaker dollar, you're going to have decent crypto markets. So the last 3 times down here, dollar bulls were like at 96%, saying that the dollar was going to keep going higher, and the dollar turned down sharply. You wanted to be long cryptos during that time period. And then there was various times where they were bearish the dollar, but that didn't stop this bull trend. And then again here, dollar bulls got to a really big number. Dollar turned down, and cryptos took off again. So it's kind of moused around between those levels, but now currently we're at the number again where everyone's bullish the dollar, which means it's probably done going up. And there's different ways to read it. We could have a slight pullback in the dollar here. I think there's ways to read it where we could have a huge pullback in the dollar. A big pullback in the dollar would probably, I think, ignite the cryptos. So just something to keep in mind that, you know, if the dollar turning lower helps cryptos, we might be at the start of that. And that's interesting where it's happening right here, where this, you know, this 5,800 level has held back here. It held in February, then now basically has held a couple more times. So any strength from here would give you a spring. So we just really need to keep more, keep this rally alive here and try to give us more distance off these lows. So something to watch. Let's look at, this is Power BTC. Obviously a good move off the low quickly. That's the 15-minute chart. And that's the 4 hours. I can't show much on that. I think any of these coins are sold out, so I think that coin's probably all right.
A lot of people are over here talking about Litecoin. I still think Litecoin is a good risk to reward coin. If it is high correlation with Bitcoin, so if you're bullish on Bitcoin for the long term, you should probably be bullish for Litecoin as well. Now, I think that Litecoin has seen some complacency from Charlie Lee, etc. They're not really having as many announcements, integrations, etc. But what they do still have is the Coinbase effect and the fact that they are going to be part of all institutional offerings due to being a top 6 cryptocurrency market cap. So if you are bullish on institutional money coming into play and realize how much institutional money can come into play, then Litecoin should be in your portfolio. Litecoin is still in my portfolio, but I have reduced it by about 50%. Obviously, I've spread that amongst ZEN, amongst Linda, ECA, and some others that we've talked about. Power, I do own Power as well. Just because it has been kind of stagnated and there's no real new innovation going on there. But at the same time, I do know I have to stick to my guns and know that when institutional money comes into this space, Litecoin will be lumped into all those indexes. Therefore, we're seeing good gains as far as price is concerned. If you do like Litecoin, maybe you should take a look at Digibyte as well and get on board with that UTXO, as I think that has a potential to have higher multiples than Litecoin coming into the next bull run.
Dominique says the dollar's been strong, mostly because other fiat currencies are weak. That's true. In front of us is a UUP, which is the dollar bull ETF, just showing, yes, we have been strong. But I'm saying up here, there's like 95% bulls on the dollar. That means everyone that's wanted to buy has already bought, so there's no one left to buy. You can see down here that as price has gone up, volume has not. Volume is making lower lows, lower highs. And also the technometer down here is at extreme overbought. So I still think the dollar pulls back, you know, maybe to this level, which wouldn't be a big pullback. And there's a slight possibility that we could go even below the 23 level, which would be a really good pullback and I think ignite the cryptocurrencies. So that's all I was trying to show, because previous times when the dollar was in these situations, it turned lower and cryptos ignited to the upside. So I think that's something you want to watch. There's a crypto software. They're still working on getting these down here to work correctly. The price is working and volume's coming from 89 exchanges. So tonight they're supposed to be adding still, right now the symbol list is the one I had from bar charts. So they're supposed to add like 1,500 and I've just got to play around with that. But things are coming together there. And then I want to talk, I don't think I have it here. This really has nothing to do with cryptos as much, because you know we've always said here, it's hard to trade news in anything. And if anyone's interested, it was good reading in Bloomberg. They came out with an article today. Let me bring that up here on my phone real quick, because it was, if anybody wants it, email me, because I can email it to you. It was called The Brexit Short, How Hedge Funds Use Private Polls to Make Millions. And it talks about, because I was trading stock index futures heavy this night, And this up here was when they were talking about Brexit. And it's interesting because the article is really good because even the Nigel Farage, who was the leader of the exit, he came out right here before this last run up and said that the polls were going to say they were staying when he knew that that was not true. The polls were selling their information to hedge funds. So they gave out false news coming into the Brexit vote. This ran up stock index futures. I had a guy trading huge that night. And the pound took off and went to new highs, which turned this chart kind of bullish. And then like a couple hours later, they came out, no, everybody was wrong. They actually voted to exit. And then we had the crash. But hedge funds made hundreds of millions, billions of dollars on that. They duped everybody. And I guess I just wanted to bring that up because don't think that doesn't happen in these Bitcoin markets. If anyone big is wanting to accumulate Bitcoin, they're easily got the ways to pay money and get stories written, etc., to get movement into their positions. So it's just hard to look at news when stuff like this, Brexit being one of the biggest things of all time, they're finally coming out with proof that they kind of scammed that whole thing to make millions of dollars. And the article's really good. And even the Nigel guy worked for a commodities firm before or after he was doing politics. So those guys all knew what they were doing. But they made enough money to retire right there. So if anybody wants to read that article, I think it's on Bloomberg. I don't think you can read it for a few months till they give it away free. But I can email it out if you're interested. Just something cool.
Boom.
The key is just don't trust any, you can't trust the news.
Another little benefit of Watch and Learn Crypto. We have access to a lot of these must-pay-for news articles, confidential groups, etc., and we like to share that information with our growing community. You got a couple more charts you want to look at, or you want to bounce it back to me, or what's going on?
You can have it.
Well, let's do it. I saw a lot of people talking about this earlier. I already planned on talking about it. I know you guys might have got some of your answers, but Ethos has officially launched its universal wallet in Netherlands. It is no longer in the beta or the alpha. This is live and on the Android App Store. Now, if you want a little loops around, you can use a VPN, say you're from the Netherlands and have access to Ethos. I don't know if I would risk my coins doing that. Maybe I would just wait for it to come to my country. As far as Ethos or BQX as the crypto itself, I do not own any Ethos right now. Sold it a little while ago. I'm not any more bullish or bearish on Ethos, the currency itself. I need to see the wallet myself, see how Ethos, the token, interacts with it, what the value proposition is there before I make any decisions on that. But why this is exciting for the community is I know a bunch of you have signed up for the pre-registration of the Universal Wallet, which made you eligible for the coming airdrops. So the fact that the app is out, the wallet is out in Netherlands, hopefully it comes to our country, the United States, and wherever you guys are from soon, and therefore we are eligible for all those airdrops that they have been, the partnerships they have been announcing. There's like 20 of them now. I know that's what I'm looking forward to, also to play around with the wallet to see if I would want to buy up some BQX. So there you go. So everybody was asking the questions. They did make that announcement today about 4 hours ago. And the last thing I just want to talk about was kind of funny article, satire, if you will, whatever. Has Satoshi been discovered? Self-proclaimed Satoshi says Bitcoin book is in the works. Here we go. Is this another Craig Wright? What does he have to say about this? Because he's Satoshi, I thought. An individual claiming to be Satoshi Nakamoto has announced they are writing a book about Bitcoin and its history that will include personal stories of its creator. Though it's unclear whether the person is the actual inventor of the world's first and still biggest cryptocurrency. Obviously, it's unclear. Who knows? Further, the post author claims the book will contain information about the personal life of Bitcoin's creator, saying, quote, "But to be certain, there are countless conversations I found to be enlightening that I hope make it to be part of the story. There will be many new names and individuals appearing throughout the book in any case, as it is a story about my personal life." So, I just thought it was hilarious. Do I think this is actually Satoshi Nakamoto? No. Will I probably buy the book? Yes. So in my view, they have done exactly what they needed to do. They're going to write a book. They're going to put it on Amazon. They're going to sell millions of copies because everybody's going to be interested just to read it and to come up with their own judgment whether this person is Satoshi Nakamoto or not. Just yet another person who is claiming that they are Satoshi Nakamoto. No, I don't think Craig Wright is Satoshi Nakamoto either. I think Satoshi Nakamoto is either dead or was a conglomerate of individuals that want to remain anonymous. They're probably still heavy influencers in the crypto space. You might see them on Twitter all the time. Who knows? But I don't think that they're ever going to come out and say they're Satoshi, as they might have some backlash from criminals, also backlash from governments, etc. But we'll see. I could be wrong. But anyways, I thought that was interesting. I probably will read the book just so I can either bash on it or be like, hey, I think this is the real Satoshi Nakamoto.
I don't have much else, and it's not cool in here.
Do you think Bitcoin is bullish or bearish, guys? Do you think Bitcoin is going to break 7,000 or hit 6,000 again? What do you guys think? Do you guys think Bitcoin is going to 6K or 7K? Let us know your thoughts. We think Bitcoin needs to go above and close above 68.50 to remain bullish. What's your guys' opinions? And if you have any charts that you want Todd to look at, let us know. Any fundamental questions, let me know. We'll see what we can do for you before we head out of here. Again, guys, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe button and leave a Zen wallet address in the comment section below. We will have one lucky winner from tonight's show that we will be announcing tomorrow. They will win one full Zen after transaction fees, too. So I'm paying the transaction fees for you. Currently worth $20 just to show some appreciation for you guys tuning in.
With a pork blaster coming, so that's like $200.
Super notes.
Get you some Zen. And VEN looks good. That chart still looks good.
Matt B just subscribed.
Matt B, amazing.
What do we got here? We got
who that could be.
We got 7K, 7K, 6K, 7K. 7K, then back down. It is a rising wedge now for wave one off the low. Interesting, Lloyd. We think if it breaks that 7K mark, we're going to remain bullish. Van Duke one up me.
7,000 has been back down.
Van Duke one up me. Instead of saying 6K, he's saying 4K. Well, there we go, Van Duke. Let's see if you are correct. What is Tone projecting now? Is he all the way down to 4K
I don't know what he's
now?
saying. That guy, I can't watch him very long. I just see what other people say about him.
Seems like right now we have more 7s than 6s, but we do have two individuals who are saying we're going to hit 7 and then go all the way back down to 6K.
What's up, Hunter Hall?
Interesting if true. And Lloyd, let's see if those come true. I think if we break the 7K mark, we're going to continue higher, especially with the infrastructure that is being made.
Tone is still on his bearish count. I presume he's probably going to stay there. I don't know what price. I don't know if is he given a price where he kind of gives up on being bearish?
I haven't watched him in a while.
I don't know if he does or not. And the Elliott Wave course, my guy George is working on it. I try to stay out of his way. I was going to add charts to it. I'm really wanting to launch that because I see a lot of Elliott Wave counts that do not follow Elliott Wave rules. So still trying to get that done. But I'm really, like I said, I'm letting George do that. Bitcoin's going to 1,000. Did he say that?
1,300 to 5,000.
1,300 to 5,000?
That's a pretty safe range to be choosing. Wide range.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, we need 7,000. We need to hold that, have a nice low volume pullback. So, but I do like the way we're rallying a little bit here with no really major news. So we just need to keep this thing alive. Bab
says BTC will hit the opposite of whatever the majority says or predicts. There you go.
I'll agree with that. So she's 620, so I still think we're going to bust through the 68.50. So, but I'm bullish, and I think these markets will get away from us to the upside here at some point.
You guys have any charts you want Todd to look at, or any more questions for us? Or are we just going to chit chat here for a little bit and call it a day? Obviously, it's great to be back on here after my vacation. It's great that we're seeing some green. And it's great that you guys are being so active in the chat box. We're getting subscribers, etc. And I'm excited that we're going to have Zen to give away almost every single live show. That makes me happy. I love giving back to you guys. Have some excitement every show. Giving away some free coins and adding to the community's bags.
Tosh, be careful. 70% cash.
70% cash right now. Whoa. There you
QJ
go.
asking about Made. Made's holding in there, as you know. So I just looked at that a minute ago. Let's go back to the 4 hour. I mean, and then really you got support going all the way back. So I would have to think that thing's well supported. So it wouldn't take to get that thing, wouldn't take much to get that going to the upside. So.
And then Mark Lane, new to the channel, wants you to look at ZRX and BAT. These are two coins that we believe in and some PCG clients do hold.
ZRX.
So let's see what it's looking like.
I mean, I think you've got, whether you have that downtrend line here or there, I think you had a little diagonal to the downside. Usually these are called throwovers, and you've had a rally right back. So I think the low's in there. I think that one, that thing leads us higher.
Do you think the next resistance would be back around, $1.25 or so for it to break through? Or
I mean, there'll be resistance at that $1.26 or 7, this previous little triangle. Got to get through there, I would say. And then you're looking at $2 and $2.50.
And then the other one was BAT.
Let me go back. I don't remember where that one's setting.
Jack says, OMG, ? Don't own any, but interested nonetheless. I don't think Niagara Tony is in here, but he has all the info on OMG. They do have some coming up. It's called Spooning with Cosmos, which is going to be like a protocol that is coming out soon, guys.
Spooning?
Keep your eye on Cosmos. That's all I can say for now. I don't want to blow it. I want to gather more information. I want to see when it comes to exchanges. It is in testnet, and there will be like a one-to-one exchange if you're an OMG holder for that as well. So keep an eye on that.
I'd say BAT looks good as well. BAT, ONT, ZIL, all those I think look good. I like BAT.
Now, Mark, you asked about ZRX and BAT and ETC, I believe. So you should definitely go watch my Coinbase video in the crypto tips and tricks section as I give out some information on why I like the projects and why I think there's a possibility that they could be listed to Coinbase. Obviously, ETC already has been announced. ZRX, one of their Paradex was bought, which is built on top of ZRX's protocol, so that's interesting as well. And then BAT kind of has a history with Brian Armstrong, who happens to be the CEO of Coinbase. We'll see how it plays out. But BAT is doing pretty well. And I know that the basic attention token did just add Tor to its cryptocurrency, which means it is adding some privacy features to that cryptocurrency. So pretty interesting.
There's fun. I mean, again, a lot of these big Elliott Wave counts are, this is a wave 1. We did an ABCX, ABC for a 2. And now we're ready to ignite again. So do your own research and be careful out here. But there could be some good values in some of these coins, I think, here.
Hunter says, at least Tone spends more than 2 minutes on a chart. You guys shoot from the hip all day. Well, when there's not much action or volume going on, it's hard to do Wyckoff on it. And if we shoot from the hip, hey, you can get your price predictions and coin predictions from another channel, my friend. And don't bother entering the giveaway as well. We have done pretty well on price targets in the past historically. Also, we have got our community invested and staking in some solid projects that have done very well.
And you've been here for, 45 seconds?
So, but thanks for the input. We appreciate it.
Appreciate
I've told
the advice.
Todd that he needs to go in a little more in depth with you guys, but obviously we're waiting for some more price action in the market. We've been sideways now for almost a month. There's not much really to talk about when we're floating $200 up, $200 down, etc.
And the software with consolidated volume is when I'll be going in way heavy.
And then Dolphin134, good to see you back in here, says, I keep buying the Dragon all the way down. DRGN has been an underperformer, but it is one that I still like fundamentally, has a solid team there. I said that I was buying anything below $1 on that. Not all the time, but if I get a little spare change, I keep buying some more Dragon as well, Dolphin. So
Hunter,
I'm with you on that one.
When I saw that Hunter with no wrench, I'm like, damn, we took Hunter's wrench from him, and he's mouthing off.
No.
Right,
Hunter Hall's
wasn't
still
him.
in here.
Yes, we like ADA. Wouldn't be my favorite, but it's one that I would hold. I'm still staying mostly with the big names.
And the big names that I'm buying right now are NEO and ETC as far as large cap coins that I think you should probably add to your position. ADA is up there too. I'm not buying anymore actively, but definitely buying Neo, definitely buying some Ethereum Classic at these price points.
What up, Clint? Let's look at ZEN. ZEN USD 1818. I mean, really back to what was the previous support. That worked out well there. I had no idea it was going to do the 51, the first objective, and then come all the way back to support. But that is what it's done. So I think that's one you'll see right back working towards the highs. Yeah, I guess we should. You got the disclaimer? You could run real quick.
Yeah, let's do that real quick.
Keep us out of trouble. We'll be right back.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please.
Not going to make you listen to the whole thing. You guys saw it. There it is. Somebody wants you to look at Digibyte and SYS. And then Hunter Hall actually wants you to look at Lumber Liquidators.
Right. That's the one I gave.
A buy at 22.35.
I guess I mentioned it live on here. Hold on, it's loading. I got a lot of windows open. I mean, that was the buy I gave when it took out the downtrend line. So we did come up to resistance. I'd said kind of to let us show some strength and buy a pullback. So I probably will be looking at this a little bit more in the next day or two. I'm not sure about the U.S. stock market. I do think it can work higher here, but it was oversold and now it's kind of neutral. So we might just be in a little trading range. So, but I'm still along the 22.35. There's kind of the bigger picture on it. Because the last trade we had a double. I sold up here when it was above the overbought line of the uptrend on this biggest volume down bar it had in months. So I took that as an up thrust. Did not trade the short side. But you can see here, I mean, we did have a sell up here at 50, which I wasn't taking because I think the trend has turned higher. So normally, just because it's a 50, that's not really normally a sell. I mean, that we might look back and say that was an up thrust and a test, and maybe we are in trouble here. But, I think down here near oversold will bounce some way here. And if it's not strong, then I probably will exit that position.
There we go. And then somebody wanted you to look at, I think it was Digibyte and SYS. And then the other ones, I think we've already gone over.
SYS and what?
Digibyte.
Then, like I said, understand, guys, this is the software on the stock. So you can see OP Force Tech. Everything loads perfectly. That's coming from bar charts. Bar chart just had issues with their crypto feed. We're back at another new place. And, Vladimir built this software excellent. And I've had no downtime except here recently when the API changed a little bit from bar charts. Otherwise, I had probably 2.5 years of no issues. So I'm hoping, the same software is here for the cryptos. So you can see pricing looks correct, volume is looking correct. They're just messing with the OP force and technometer. And what happens is, when you're coming from one exchange, it's easy to get their API, but when you're bringing in 89 exchanges, if one of the exchanges has an issue with their API on a 5-minute basis, it start throwing a few curveballs at you.
Yeah, also, what I want you guys to realize is that Todd actually owns Wyckoff SMI, the Institute for Wyckoff Trading, and those indicators are proprietary. So what that means is those indicators are not available on any of these crypto exchanges or any traditional exchanges. So we're excited to hopefully figure that out for you, teach you guys how to use the OP Tech and Force to make some better trades in the crypto ecosystem. And you can also use it for traditional markets as well. But I want you guys to realize this isn't just another trading view or something. We're doing on-balance volume from 89 exchanges, consolidated volume, which is not available anywhere else. TradingView, I think, has 9 exchanges. Also, we have 3 proprietary trading indicators. One is similar to an RSI, but it is slightly different, of which they are very easy to read, very easy to react, and very easy to trade with. And therefore, you already have 3 confirming indicators right there on the charts for you. And then on top of that, it has all the stuff you guys are familiar with, all the icons, the rays, the RSI, all that jazz is built into the software as well. So you can have all these confirmations that you are entering a solid trade.
And I think it's funny because the crypto, there's so many trolls, there's so many people been beat up there's so much hatred and stuff that everyone's aware of. But I even had a longtime Wyckoff subscriber called me every name in the book and said that Wyckoff would be disgraced, etc. And I think it all came from just really moving into the crypto space with the course, etc. Because, I've changed nothing in the Wyckoff courses. I don't add any of Todd Butterfield's ideas. I sell the courses as is. Yes, I put my own spin on them if I'm talking on here or on some YouTube updates. But people are welcome to study Wyckoff and learn it themselves. They don't need me if they take the course and learn it. So I'm not trying to teach a Todd Butterfield course.
This is the original lessons from Richard D. Wyckoff himself.
So this is SYS USD 15-minute. Go back out to, no, hold on, that was the 4-hour. I don't like the weakness on SYS here recently, so I would guess it's cheap here. Until I would see more on volume, I really couldn't say much on that one.
And then Digibyte. Babs, so shout out to you, says, I'm invested in your channel. When do you think it'll moon? Haha, just kidding. You guys should have way more subs for the quality content you put out. Shout out to you, Babs. Obviously, we started this show a few months ago during the bear market, so it's a little hard to pick up new subscribers. But hey, we're just doing our thing here. We love each and every one of the 4,300 people that are part of the community right now. And if we can grow, that's awesome. But if we can continue to have great chat boxes over here, suggestions from you guys, we're content with that as well. So we're here doing our thing. If you guys have friends, family, whoever, make sure to share our stuff as we can continue to grow. And we'll just keep supporting you as you guys keep supporting us.
I think Digibyte looks good here. I think this has been support area down here. We're coming out of it pretty nicely here. We've taken out this downtrend diagonal. So I like Digibyte here. I'd be long it here. I'd buy a slight pullback. And I probably would stop it down here at the lows if you want to use some stops. But again, guys, we've talked about it. I mean, if you're long ADA and think that they've done a 1-2 count and the upside is multiples higher, it'd be hard to trade it with a stop. So, and that goes back to like trading Ripple with a 20-cent stop that you watch this, it's all about time frames. If you're long Ripple looking for a 4 or 5 cent move, you might want to stop it at 20, but that coin ran to 320, which nobody would have guessed. So, I didn't use any stops on that, but I'm still long and it's 50 cents now. So there's just lots of ways of looking at stops and hodling, and it's really based on your time frame, your expectations. I think the upside's huge still on these coins. I told you I've made it a big part of my business, bringing Nick in and all that we're doing. We're not doing this just for the next few months or whatever. I mean, we're trying to be here for the next 5-10 years.
Yeah, we're here to stay. That's why we got the course, hopefully the charting software soon, and the private client group, etc. We go here live 4 days a week for you guys to keep you guys up to date. Also, I saw somebody bring it up in the chat box. It is true that Zen and Tron are now on Pornhub and browsers. Gary's not in here. Otherwise, he'd be all over that. As well as 12 other of the MindGeek websites. I made a little joke on Twitter saying Zen and Tron got a MindGeek's partnership without having to beg its community for millions of dollars like Verge had to. But some people weren't happy about that. Obviously, a lot of Verge fans. It was just a joke, guys. But yes, so now you can use Zen, Tron, or XVG on Pornhub or any of the MindGeeks websites. Now, I know you guys might not be into adult entertainment, but they do have, I think, 150 million daily users, all people that will see those three cryptocurrencies. It hasn't helped Verge out. It went from 9 cents to 2 cents, but we'll see what it means here for the future of cryptocurrencies in the pornography industry.
And let's go back. Let's bring up this Bitcoin chart. I don't know why this one has been on here, but I mean, when Matt and I started the channel, you got to realize we were back here saying, I remember when we were up here at a triangle and said to buy a break at 2,000, 1,900, and 1,800, which caught that low. I caught the exact low here to the second because I was up here at 2 in the morning saying to buy that exact low. And then we were out having dinner when we was doing this 5,600 or so. So, you know, if you're long from those areas, yeah, it's been painful to watch it come down from 19 grand. And it's also been painful to live through 6 months of sideways here. But if this is a fourth wave or a second wave and we're headed to another, you know, explosion higher, I mean, you need to be more worried about being in the right coins and being prepared for the next blast off here, I think. I don't think we're in a bear market. I don't think we're going to 3,000. I don't think we're going to zero. There's too much happening here. So if you bought those sell-offs, I mean, yeah, like I said, it's been painful. But if you're from the stock side, I mean, my God, if you're logging 100% gains and 50% gains, those are big gains here. And I think there's a lot more coming. And I didn't chase things in January. I was a little bit worried up there with things. But now the sentiment is totally flip-flop. And the ADAs and some of those we've been talking about, I think you just want to make sure you have some of them. That's all I got. It's 7:30.
Sweet. There you go. We got a little history of some of the calls that Todd has made. Obviously, we started, probably a few months ago when a Bitcoin had dropped down to $12,000, $13,000. So we've been here through this entire bear market with you guys, providing information, trying to help you profit either by picking some of the winners during this bear market, selling on some of these runs, and getting you guys more active in the passive income that cryptos can present you. So I'm glad to see that more and more of you are taking advantage of that. And that's about all we got. If you guys have no more questions, no more charts, we'll probably call it a day today. Like we said, don't forget, if you want some free Zen, to leave a comment in the comment section below with your Zen wallet address. If you haven't hit the like button, what are you doing? If you're not already subscribed, what are you doing? And that's about it. What's up, Todd? Anything?
Vapid, you just show up, Vapid, as we're signing off. That's funny.
Vapid, where you been, buddy?
He always does that. All right. Later, Dominique, Chris, out.
Shout out to all these names. Shout out to Jeff Wee. Shout out to Zimmy Jim. Shout out to all the new individuals we're getting in the community as well. Don't be a lurker, as some others would say. Don't be afraid to chat in the live chat, ask us questions, or just have some fun with the other individuals in the community. That's the point. That's why we do it live. If we didn't want you guys to communicate, we would just do pre-recordings and post them like so many other individuals, so many other YouTubers. But we like the kind of family friend feel here by going live 4 days a week for you guys. And that's it.
Yep.
That is it. We will see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. We have some reviews, interviews, and pre-recordings on the horizon. So make sure to check out our YouTube homepage and our description section. Blah, blah, blah. Tongue twisters at the end of the show.
Appreciate the support.
That's it.
Thanks, guys.
No buy orders for them today?
Peace out.
Buy
everything.
Buy anything. Everything, and you're good.
Oh, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck. Everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard. Play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.